Hi guys, today's hair tutorial features a hairstyle where I have two thick braids, a braid that goes over, swoops to the side, and I also have a tail, a second braid below. Now, what you need for this hairstyle is hair pins, that's the open ones. I love these, I love these because they are so thick on the ends, and I got these from Sally's. And you're going to need hair clips. Do they call these bobby pins? Anyway, the closed ones that look like this, and notice the ends are very thick. Whenever the ends disappear or the paint chips on these, you have to toss them because they will cut into your locks. You're going to need rubber bands. I'm using these. You can see these, but black is preferred. And you're going to need water, and you're going to need a head tie or scarf, something to tie your head down with when you are done. Okay, the goal of this when you're braiding the hair is to get the braid to lie down flat on top of the hair. So you're going to have to finger comb your hair down, and you're going to, when you finger comb it down, you're trying to get it as smooth as possible. So when it lies down, it is smooth. That's what we're aiming to do. Okay, so we don't want any gaps below. Okay, I swooped all of my hair to the side, and you finger comb because it will get tangled as you work with it. The longer your hair gets and you start braiding at the top, it's gonna intertwine at the bottom and tangle. All right, I need to take a small section because we want the braid to start off fine. Very small in the beginning and then getting bigger. I'm going to split it in three. I believe this is technically called a Dutch braid. I have three sections. This middle piece, you just do your standard braid. I'm going to braid it down a couple of times before I start feeding it from below. So I've braided it a couple of times. That's how we get it to start off small. Now the middle, you're going to feed with the hair down. I'm tilting my head so that I can get all the hair to line up in it. So it has hair from below. So now it goes up and over to the side. There's hair below. I'm adding hair. The goal is to not have any gaps. If you get a couple of gaps, you can fix it. But it's easier, it looks better, and it's easier to manage if you don't. That's the middle. I'm taking hair from below, feeding hair into it, and switching it off, wrapping it around. Hair from below, wrapping it around. Now, I'm going to have to physically do it this way now so it goes in evenly. I added hair. See, it can get mixed up because sometimes I end up with 4 and I'm like, how I end up with 4? Okay. See, I just added hair to the middle. See that gap is appearing? Middle. Gotta keep track of this. Add hair. Okay. Fix that later. That's buckling. Well, that's my short one. It's one of the locks that was split. We have hair in the center. We're taking some from below, adding to it, swinging it around. Here from below, we're adding some to the same centerpiece, and we're going to keep going. All right, I've had enough of feeding in the hair. I didn't say that right. All right. Now we're just going to keep braiding. Keep braiding, keep braiding. No more feeding in from below. Just keep braiding. And braid all the way down. See, we still have a lot of here. Just keep going. Excuse me, I don't know. I just have to keep clearing my throat. See, it's tangling. Now this braid happened, every time you do these hairstyles, it'll be slightly different. This one is riding over the top, following the curvature of my head. In the picture that you will see later, you'll see that it's more down like that. If you put all your hair down like this, well, not all, but a large section down, and you start the braid, you can actually get it to cover an eye. You can get it to diagonally cover your eyebrows. Experiment. Okay, I'm still braiding. And I know this braid is tight because I can feel it. Okay, so we braided it to the end. We're gonna have pieces that stick out. You are to tuck that in and make it look presentable. Okay, now we're gonna fatten this braid up. We're gonna pull it apart a little bit so it has a nice puffy, fluffy appearance. So it looks nice and soft and thick. See that? Okay. All the way down. As poofy and puffy as you like it. All of this is, all right, now we're gonna take it and run it to the side like this. And if you wanted to lie down and not buckle as much, you put it lower. This part in the back, you're gonna form a knot or a bun. It can be high, it can be low, but keep in mind that this will buckle the higher up you go. So you want it to lie down as low and as flat as possible. You are to pin it in place. Now, if you have a lot of flyaways in this bun, see the bun back here? If you have a lot of flyaways, the trick to that is to get an invisible hairnet and go over it. Place it over the bun and then pin it in place. Okay, so we have our low bun. Okay, I just felt flyaways. All right, so now the hair is coming through smoothly. If it's still buckling, there's a way to fix that. Behind the braid, underneath it. There you go, that's that. Now we have excess. What do we do with the excess? Now you see how this is naturally, it's like a triangle. We're gonna take a section of 3. Small section, and we're gonna braid some. Same idea here, you want it to start off fine and then get fat. So you're gonna braid a couple stitches to your liking. Can't really see here. Starting to tangle. All right, same premise as before. You get here from the bottom and you feed the middle and swing it around. have some loose here and here. Okay. Middle, you add to the middle and you bring it around. You add here to the middle and you swing it around. Any flyaways like this one I have here has to be tucked. Here's the middle, you add to it from below. Middle, you add to it from below. So now the braid is starting to get plump, wider. Get here from below, you add it to the middle. Swing it around. Now when you get a nice chunk size that you like, you just braid it all the way down without adding any more hair. Alright, we're going to keep going. Now, see how it starts off small and it's getting wider? We're just going to braid it all the way down. Still braiding. Okay, got to the bottom. Worry about flyaways later. I'm just folding this up because it's just easier to manage. Rubber band. Fatten, plump up the braid. You don't have to, but I like it that way because I like the braid to look soft and fluffy. Okay, now the rest of the hair we're just going to finger comb and lie down flat, and we're going to spread it out some. Spread it out. Now we're going to take this braid and rest it how we'd like it and wrap it around the back. So it's like that. Then we're going to pin it in place. It's best if you hook it on through the rubber band. It makes life easier. And if it shows through, poke it back up through the braid. Here you go. If you want this moved over more, same thing. Hook it up through the braid and the hair in the back. And there you go. Now, for those of you who like a super clean, polished look, here's where the water comes in. Nice light mist. You get your head tie and you tie it down. And you get it behind the braid, almost under the braid. You leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you take it off as you're done everything, dressed, and you just go. Alright guys, that's it for this hairstyle. For those of you who are interested in starting your sister lock journey with me, I have details in the description box and at the end of this video. Also, for those of you who actually do these hairstyles, please email me the pictures and I will feature some of them in my future videos. All right? Now, we're snatching our beauty back. So always remember to trust your beauty and own it. See you all in the next video. Peace.